Hello. In this video, I'll be talking about the dark night of the soul, more specifically, my experience right now in the dark night of the soul, in hopes that I can reach others, reach you, if you are going through the same thing. If you have had a spiritual awakening not too long ago, if you've had it in this group, this big group starting in 2020, who have had spiritual awakenings, it is likely that you are experiencing many of the same emotions and fears and confusion that I am right now. And so one of the best ways that we can help each other right now is to connect with other like souls, other people who have had spiritual awakenings, and even more specifically, those who are going through a dark night of the soul right now. So what is this? What is this dark night of the soul? This is after we have awakened, it's sort of like you awake from the dream, and you realize that you have been acting and behaving as if you were in a dream. Like you feel like you had no control over that person, and you are looking at your behaviors and decisions in awe. So we can see more clearly. But what happens is that as we continue to see things more clearly, at first we go up. The sky is more beautiful, the grass is more green. Love, we feel love like we have never felt love before, and it is so beautiful. And then we reach a point, so we go up and we go down. We are in the descent part. And this was expressed to me many times as a rite of passage, something that we had to do. And I didn't understand it before, but I do understand it now. Because when you awaken, you slowly, veils start to fall, and you see things for how they really are. And what's happening to many souls, what's happening to me right now, is that we have a bird's eye view of what is actually happening in the world, and it's huge, it's ginormous. It seems too much to bear. With the information that we have about what's happening in the world right now and how it is going to affect every human being, no human will escape what is happening now on the earth. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And so one of the things we can do is to give ourselves a break when we start to feel overwhelmed and we start to feel anxiety. Understand that this is a normal response to the dark night of the soul. This is a normal response to having a bird's eye view of the madness, of the complicatedness, of how deep the deceit goes for the whole world, for all the people of the world. And the choices, many of you are aware of the choices that we will have to make in the near future, and the changes that we will not have a choice over. So that's, I hope I'm not speaking too vaguely. I do need to be careful with my words at this time. I do feel like I need to be careful. So I will try to hint as much as possible to specifics without saying too much. So understand that it's normal to be afraid, and it's normal to be unsure of yourself. But this is a time that we really need to trust ourselves. And what's difficult about it is that many of us, as we have been awakening, we have gained this trust in ourselves to handle whatever comes our way. And now, for many of us, as we enter and experience this dark night of the soul, we feel like we're weaker. but we're not. We're not weaker. It's just an adjustment period where we have to accept what's happening. We have to accept everything we've come to know. And it's difficult because I think most of us would agree and say that we would like things to be easy. We would like things to go smoothly, and we would, although we may be up for challenges, the challenge that we're up against with the divide that is going to happen in the world between those who decide to tap in fully to the matrix and those who decide to go off grid. It's huge. There's a lot of information here. But one of the things that we can really do is go back to the basics, and that is love. That is what we are. That is the best thing that we can do. Every time you come in contact with another human being, I went to a deli today and I came in contact with just a stranger. He was French. And we had a wonderful conversation, and it wasn't deep. It was just, I looked into his eyes and he looked into my eyes, and I could sense the soul there. So when you're talking to people, talk to the soul there, and be loving and focus on love. So it's important right now that we find a balance between taking information about what's going on, preparing in our own minds, and focusing on love and just relaxing and resting. So we need to find a balance. It's really important now, while we still have a lot of choices, that we do allow ourselves to rest and to rejuvenate ourselves. And it's important that we focus on love, because that is the antidote to this fear that many of us are feeling. But I just want to highlight and say again that I do not want you to feel ashamed for being afraid, because that is a natural response to what is happening. And you are stronger than you know. You are braver than you know. And you are going to get through anything that comes your way. And you are an eternal being. You are an eternal being. And so I'm going to keep connecting with you through my dark night of the soul, through your dark night of the soul. I am hoping, I have a strong intention to connect with other awakened ones, connect with those who are also going through the dark night of the soul, through those who are ahead of me, behind me, and right here with me. This is one of the most powerful things we can do, is connect with other awakened souls. And it's really hard. Many of us, if you're like me, the only way that we can do that is through this platform, and that's okay. If that is you, it's okay. Our tribes are coming, and we can tell this by how we are finding more and more and more people on this platform, or maybe other platforms. And for many of you, you're finally finding your tribes, and people are coming your way. This will happen for all of us. So know that. And just be grateful and thankful each time you find another soul on this platform, a like soul, an awakened soul, to remind you that you are not alone, that you are not going crazy, and to hopefully lift you up in some way. But it is all going to be okay. Thank you so much. I can't wait to connect with you soon. Please subscribe, please hit the bell, and please comment. Tell me about your experience with whatever's happening to you at this point, this level for you, at this time as an earthling. I love you. I will connect with you soon. Thank you.